right, I've got a tricky one for you, Try. So you got to answer completely honestly. You don't have to put on a front for this question, okay?
Oh, gosh.
I'm forewarning you. I'm forewarning you. You don't have to put on a front. You don't have to lie to appease the masses.
Okay.
How much more superior is In-N-Out to Whataburger, and why?
Oh, you stop this.
Hey guys, what's up? This week we are interviewing TRIHOUSE, as you just saw, but I wanted to take a quick moment and say thank you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the new subs, all the likes, all the comments, all the sharing the videos, everyone who stops by the stream to let me know that they watched it. I love you guys. This means more than you could ever know.
My name is TRIHOUSE. I make the Rocket League content. That's that. I feel like that's as good as I can give.
No,
I'm in
yeah,
SSG,
no,
Space Station Gaming. That probably should have said. I am wearing a Space Station Gaming jersey right now. Yeah, I'm in Space Station Gaming with you. So there's that as well.
Just me. It's just us. We're the only ones in Space Station Gaming. Whatsoever. True. All right. Okay. So that's TRIHOUSE. And we're gonna dive in right with the heavy hitters. TRIHOUSE, what is your favorite animal?
Probably a dog. First impression. Yeah, a dog.
I don't believe you.
What?
What?
I like dogs.
Yeah,
wait, or
every time I post pictures of my puppy, you're like, gross, vomit.
Okay,
puke.
all right, okay. If you guys are watching this video, you probably love Widow. If you have been anywhere near her Twitter, as soon as she got the puppies, it was so many puppy pictures. Somebody had to comment negative things on them, and I was that somebody. I had to keep her in line with all the
two type of people. I get a puppy and I'm like, the first instinct is to share the positivity with the world, and TRIHOUSE is like, I'm gonna crash and
there was
burn
enough people doing that.
in
It was
one
fine.
comment. all right. Best pizza toppings.
Pepperoni and jalapenos.
Oh, good choices. I might substitute banana peppers, but pepperoni and jalapenos sound delicious.
That's good too.
Though?
Normally my pizza is just, I'm basic. Domino's, thin crust, jalapenos, pepperonis. It's the way to go. It doesn't have to be Domino's, but that's just the nearest pizza place to me when I was like eating pizza a lot in college. So
no, yeah. See, Domino's is really good, and people gatekeep pizza too much. They're like, franchise pizza doesn't count. I lived in New York City for 2 years. I've had really good pizza, and I still like franchise pizza. Domino's is delicious. It's my favorite fast food chain. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise.
It is so hard to mess up pizza. Like, pizza is so good. Like, pizza, you can get really bougie with pizza, or you can just get cheap pizza, and it's amazing. Like,
yeah.
So yeah,
microwavable pizza, oven pizza.
You can't get
pizza.
People who get snooty about pizza need to check themselves. It's good.
All right. Speaking of pizza, what is your favorite drink that isn't beer?
I feel like this is a trap because I want to say whiskey, but
it can be okay, alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
You know what? I'll just say a margarita. Like a margarita. Like
regular or flavored?
What do you mean?
Have you never had a flavored margarita, like a strawberry margarita?
Oh yeah, yes I have. But yeah, just the regular margarita with the salt around the rim of the glass. That right there. Man, I want one of those right now. In fact,
first land, we'll all just have margaritas.
Oh my gosh, yes, yeah. So I'll say a margarita.
Yeah. Okay. No, I love margaritas. I actually prefer strawberry margaritas. I think it's something about the salt. I just prefer it to have sugar around the rim. I like strawberry margaritas. No, it's really good. You got to get a strawberry margarita and have them rim it with sugar. It is out of this world fantastic. All right, I've got a tricky one for you, Try. You got to answer completely honestly. You don't have to put on a front for this question, okay? I'm forewarning you. You don't have to put on a front. You don't have to lie to appease the masses.
Okay.
How much more superior is In-N-Out to Whataburger, and why?
Oh, you stop this. Okay, guys, this Jezebel goes on and on about how much she likes In-N-Out. What? In-N-Out can't even be compared to Whataburger. In-N-Out is just burgers. Whataburger, like the best thing on Whataburger menu isn't even a burger. It's the honey butter chicken biscuit, and it is divine.
Okay, but I'm comparing burgers here.
I haven't had a burger at Whataburger since Nom. No,
okay,
no.
Good. burgers. When people do the argument against Whataburger and In-N-Out, they're comparing burgers. The name is literally Whataburger.
Well, you know what? It should be what a patty melt or what a or what a chicken biscuit.
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a little bit more respect for you than I've had for the past 2 years, because I've literally, every time we've had this argument, I have thought that you were comparing the burgers at Whataburger and In-N-Out, and I'm just like, no, absolutely not. Like, not even close. Like, the Whataburger burgers just aren't. The only one that is the exception for me is the bacon jam burger that they used to have, and the last couple times, like, I happened to be forced to stop there.
Oh my
they
gosh.
didn't have it.
Okay, I will say Whataburger also doesn't have good quality control. Like, I have been to some Whataburgers where I'm like, I'm not going to come back to this location because, like, they're like, I don't know what it is. They're not very good from branch to branch. It's like,
yeah, there's no overall consistency, and it hurts the brand. Like I told, like, I've been to 4 Whataburgers in my life, and the first 3 were absolutely horrific experiences. The first one, I ordered, I asked them to add cheese and mustard or whatever. They brought me a burger with literally no topping, nothing. Nothing. There was nothing on it. It was just a patty.
How does somebody mess it up that bad?
How do you mess it up that bad? Like, how do you not message and go, hey, this item was missing? And then the second time, it was on a road trip, and we'd stopped at a hotel. We ordered it. I got 2 of the bacon jam burgers, and then instead they brought 2 chicken sandwiches, but they didn't message us that burgers were out. And then the third time we were driving through a storm, and we stopped, and so we just quickly needed to get going because it stopped raining again, and we'd ordered 2 burgers, and we got like 5 miles out, and it had slowed down, and like the weather was good enough that I was reaching in to hand a burger to Ranny, and there was only one. They'd forgotten one of them. And it was paid for, but they'd forgotten one of them. And then the last time I went, I got like a jalapeno pepper jack cheese smothered in like all of this stuff, and it was delicious.
I haven't eaten. Yeah, that right there, that's Whataburger. Oh my gosh, stop! I haven't had Whataburger in like a year. I'm dying. I would do unspeakable things for some honey butter right about meow.
Or you could hop right outside and go to In-N-Out, which I know are a plethora around you.
One right down the street.
An animal style double.
No,
and it would
the lines for In-N-Out here are stupid long. They block major streets. Like, there's a major street by this In-N-Out, and there's always like that goes through the parking lot out. It just, like, every time I drive past it, I just shake my head. I'm like, it's not that good. It's not that good. There's Fat Burgers right down the street too, and Fat Burger's amazing.
See, I've never had Fat Burger. Five Guys, though. Five Guys is up there. I love Five Guys. Five Guys fries are out of this world.
They are good, but Five Guys is different. It's like not a drive-through place. It's like a, it's like you have to. It's like a Chipotle of burgers or something.
I hate it when people are like, "Oh, In-N-Out or Shake Shack," and I'm like, one is meant to be like really good fast food, and the other was literally started by a gourmet chef who wanted to open a burger place. Like, I hate
is a restaurant? Like, is Shake Shack even like a?
So Shake Shack is burgers and fries and milkshakes, but again, it's kind of like, it's not a drive-through. You don't drive through Shake Shack. You go inside and you order, and it's delicious. It really is. It's really good quality. That's different. It's amazing.
We've talked about burgers for too much. Like,
yeah, we've talked about way too many burgers.
Because now I'm hungry.
Stop the stream to eat. So anyway, we're gonna switch paces completely away from food, because otherwise I am going to die. What are your top 3 favorite Rocket League songs?
Breathing Underwater, number 1 has to be. Number 2 would be Don't Stop the Party by Drunk Girl, and number 3 switches out a lot. It's usually either like Solar Eclipses, Weapon, or what are some of the other ones?
Hours is really good.
Hours is A tier. I've actually got a tier list I'm making, and I'm gonna look at it right now because it's only gonna take 2. Okay, Rocket League tier list. Don't stop. Oh, Love You Need You. That song I used to not like. Oh, Chasing Clouds is good as well. It was only the title song for a little bit, like this summer, but it was a bomb.
Underrated song that no one ever puts on their top, and I think it's just because they forget about it. Cities by Throttle.
Cities?
you got to listen to it. You got to pull it up. You got to pull it up. Literally everyone forgets about it. But I've started listening to the in-game soundtrack on stream all the time, so it's just in-game music and I don't have to worry about it. And every time it comes on, everyone's like, "This is such a banger. I forgot that it exists." And I'm like, "Yeah." So I think it deserves a little recognition.
I think I know this one. Oh yeah. This came out at the same time as like. Wait, no. This one's a bop. Also, Gold by Coven.
Yes.
A bop.
It's an earworm for me though. Gold can be an earworm. It gets a little repetitive. Like where it's just stuck in your head and then you're just like, okay, I could listen to it for a while, but then I don't want to hear it for a long time.
And your favorite's Castaway, right? Oh,
my
and
favorite is Castaway, and then Hours, and then Weapon, and then Don't Stop the Party.
Yeah, Don't Stop the Party is a banger. And then
Yeah.
the new title song for Free to Play was All I Need. That one, it's gonna have to withstand the test of time before it makes it on my top 3 list. But All I Need is also
really
really
good though. It was a nice change of pace. I thought while Flip Reset, like the new one, is really, really catchy, it's just so much of starting my screen with it and having it be the first song, just like I don't want it became that song. I don't want to hear it.
I don't even think Flip Reset's as good as Solid Ground. I thought Solid Ground was the better single, because like
yeah, I don't know. I hope that they get to. I hope Rocket League gets to a point where they start switching them out more, as the starting screen song. But okay. TRIHOUSE, we've switched to Rocket League. We're talking about Rocket League. As we know, you're a Rocket League streamer, content creator, YouTuber, and all of this. Why hoops?
Oh, why? There's like a leaf blower like right outside my apartment.
I can't hear it. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. Moving on. Why hoops? Well, I started playing hoops because it was, oh my God, I can't, hold on. Go, it's gotta leave soon. Like, you can't hear that?
No, I'm turned all the way up. All the way up.
It is like right outside my.
But if we need to pause for a second, we can just make fun of your forehead.
You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head at the camera. Okay, I think he's gone. So the reason I started streaming hoops or playing hoops a lot was because it started off just because like I would be throwing my 2s rank or something, and I just wanted to like a change of pace, so I would play hoops. But then like I would just keep playing hoops because I was trying to get to Champ 1, and getting Champ 1 in hoops is really hard to do because what happens is a lot of GCs treat the game mode exactly like I was, where it's like when they're not playing so hot, they'll switch over to hoops. And so you'll see like a lot of GC titles in Diamond 3 hoops, and it's ridiculous. And
it's infuriating.
But I started really liking it, and it used to like kill my channel like viewer wise when I would play it. They'd be like, "Can you please play some they would say regular Rocket League." And I don't know what it was. Season 14, because I like started splitting it about half and half, and then season 14 came along, and I was like, I think they announced that they were adding ranks above GC in the next season, and I had been splitting the season half and half between Soccer and hoops, and I just decided to go full tilt. I was like, I'm gonna pick the game mode that I have the best chance of getting a GC title in, the game mode that I play best in. And little did I know how hard it was going to be to get GC in hoops. But
yeah, I was about to say you picked a game mode that isn't really
super sweaty. But yeah, so I decided to go just lean into it, and I just went with hoops. And it also kind of helped with stream because especially like Diamond 3, I could still play the game pretty competitively and read my chat, because goals don't just get walked in hoops. Like in Soccer, if you take your eye off of the defense to look at chat even for a second, that's the moment that they could be taking a shot on net, and it could literally just roll right past you. In hoops, it's like they have to at least be like telegraphing that they're going to go for a double touch, that they're in the air making a move on the ball. Like it's a little bit harder for the defense to score. So it allowed me more time to read chat, which is something I leaned into for a long time. And then another thing that kind of went in line with that was and hoops kind of values mechanics and consistency over positioning and rotation, especially early on in the playlist, because if you can do a ground to air dribble or double touch, like that's kind of a meta, and that kind of trumps rotation.
It gives you a hard leg above everyone else.
Exactly. So because I was always reading chat and my mind was elsewhere, my positioning rotation was garbage. And so it allowed me to play at a higher level longer. Now I'm like, I have to full sweat it because I'm trying to get SSL.
So to anyone listening, the secret here is if you don't want to pay attention much and still be able to score, try hoops.
You can ball chase like crazy in hoops. And until like higher. But yeah. It's a lot of ball chasery. And that's why I like it.
What would it be if it wasn't hoops? What would you be maining right now? What would you be creating content around, TikToks around, YouTube videos around if it wasn't hoops?
Probably threes, because it's the game mode that speed-wise is most consistent with hoops. Like, it's non-stop movement. Even like twos, it's like the map is from my perspective, the map for twos is too big. Like, there's too much time for my brain to like tune out, you know, like.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a big jump for me when I'm playing hoops to threes or threes to hoops. That's just too much change for me. So more power to you on that
the
one.
map feels smaller.
Yeah, the map feels smaller, or like I'll get used to hoops and I'll get used to like a twos based thing, and then I have a whole other person I have to worry about bumping into.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm not good at rotating, so it's always been a problem for me, like pivoting like that.
Threes, I find I can play a little bit better at because, like my inclination is to ball chase, or not ball chase, but like to play aggressively, because that's what rewards you in hoops. Because, because
you just need to take that and start playing more ones. Because that's where being aggressive with the ball is very good for you.
My attention span can't handle it. I literally will start thinking about.
You look at chat and then you're screwed.
And even when I'm off stream, like I'll start thinking about YouTube video concepts instead of what my opponent's doing, because there's so much space is given, or not. Like you're not supposed to give space.
You give TRIHOUSE like an extra 10 feet of grass, and he's like, I can't.
I am being so honest with you. I am opening up to you here. Like this is. This is a real struggle for me. Attention span. So threes is like you're constantly having to move, and yeah, I just like threes. I like threes a lot. Drop shot's fun for like, 10 games, and then I get bored of 2-1 score lines.
Toxic. Drop shot just gets absolutely toxic. Okay. Getting a little bit more personal. You went to school for acting.
Oh, yes.
That's something that you talk about a lot when people join your streams and things like that. You went to school for acting. You went to school, up in Los Angeles, like very, very serious about it. So what was it like? What was the moment for you? It clicked for you that streaming was the route you were going to go with and stick with?
I have no idea. Like, probably the moment I canceled my, like, LA casting membership, or my, I don't know if I still have my IMDb Pro membership, but yeah, like the moment I decided that those weren't worth like the $100 a year or whatever, I was like, I don't know. I got called in to do a scene at one of my old jobs as a co-star, and because I used to work for a place that would film demo reels for actors, and okay, like I would do sound for them, but occasionally they would call me in to be a co-star, and I went to do one of those probably about 6 or 7 months ago, and one, I was bad. Like I was out of my element.
Yeah.
Well, I think I need to see the footage, but I wasn't very comfortable in my performance. But also it's just like afterwards I was like, I kind of only did that so I could catch up with the people. Like creatively, acting didn't do for me what streaming and content creation does. Like, I wasn't the type of actor that was like, oh, I want this juicy part so I can like be the character and I can like get in the emotions. That wasn't me. Like, I preferred comedy. I liked making people laugh. I like to do a lot of improv comedy. But the reason I didn't go down that path was because improv comedy makes you no money. unless you get into a progressive commercial. Like, you literally can't do it professionally. I've seen the top improvisers in the world, and the only way they make money is because somehow they got picked up for a commercial. I was like, that seems too happenstance for me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
so
think
probably
it's just like, yeah, kind of like you were saying there. It's just that moment when you realize you didn't enjoy the other thing as much
yeah.
anymore. It
It was
outweighed
like,
it.
had I
When I
known this was an option, like if content creation wasn't even an option, like I don't think I would have done acting. I just thought acting was the most surefire way that I could like make people happy with content and like make people laugh, because like
Yeah.
stand-up comedians, that's even harder to get into than acting. So I was just like, I'll pick the form of entertainment that allows me to like have a job doing that. And I didn't even think, yeah, like when I was in school, YouTube was like, becoming a YouTuber was like just starting to be a thing.
Oh yeah, no, we're on the older end of the content creators and like the Rocket League community. There's a lot of older YouTubers and streamers in different genres, but we deal with being on the older end of the Rocket League community and content
Yeah.
creators. And I don't think you realize how many of them don't realize that like we've been around to watch like the first YouTubers.
Yeah.
Not just the first people who posted on YouTube, but the first people who like became YouTubers. And like it's so this generation, I do say it, and I don't want to sound like oh you're so lucky. No, there's so much more support out there. Like you might get people being like oh you're just stupid for wanting to do this, but there's still outweighing that is the amount of people who are like wow yeah I think that's something you can do if you're serious about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I had been 15 years old and looked at my parents and was like I'm not gonna do any of this stuff, I'm gonna try to like make funny videos online, they would have been absolutely no. I would have had every single piece of technology taken away from me. They're even like, "What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah, I think I was in grad school when so I graduated college 2013, and that was like before Twitch even like really really took off. Like I mean, 2013 was before Rocket League came out.
Yeah, what was it? Justin TV was 10 years ago. Don't quote me. 10 years ago.
Something like that. So like Twitch had just started becoming viable, but yeah, basically the point when I was trying to decide where I was going to go for college, it was like there's the support wasn't there yet for content creation, but I found it eventually. So I'm happy now. Like I'm like 10 out of 10 like this a million times more than auditioning and acting.
Yeah. So you found content creation, you found Twitch and YouTube and all of this, and somewhere along your journey, in life and going to school, you also found somebody and you got married. So as somebody as one of the few people who I'll interview who will get to like have a conversation about this, what's it like being married and being a content creator?
It's pretty easy. Like I've had people be like, "What does your wife think about what you do for work?" I was like, I don't know. It pays bills. She was even when it didn't pay the bills, she was like, my wife, like, she knows me. Like, I play video games, and here's the thing. Like, me streaming was the most productive way I was going to play video games, because I've always been the type of person where unless I had a social obligation or a work obligation keeping me from doing so, my Adderall would wear off sometime around 5 p.m. and I would find an hour or two to play video games at some point. Like,
yeah, escape.
and then like the self-loathing of me being like, oh, there's so many other things I could have been doing right now. Like, oh, I'm such a bad person. I should have been working. That would set in. And then, I was working for a YouTuber at the time, and I was like, I have all of the equipment to stream. I've got the PC already. Like, I'll just start streaming.
Why am I not doing this? Why is this not me?
Yeah. And so I just would stream for like an hour and 45. And then for Kayla, she was like, that's normal. He's just live. Like, Kayla used to cook in the background of my streams because there's like nobody watching. So she would just be cooking and like living her best life. And
healthy relationships 101 with TRIHOUSE.
my wife just knows who I am, and like if it makes me happy and like we're paying the bill. Like, yeah, she's 1000% supportive.
That's amazing. And that's amazing coming from somebody who isn't a content creator themselves. I think that's a great thing to find, is just finding people who can understand that for you. And that, like, that, because that's what streaming did for me. I didn't really have people before I started streaming and content creating that understood that or like wanted to be a part of it. So it's really great being able to find that along the way. But speaking of, like, you know, making, like, taking chances with things that you do and just like hoping that it goes well and things like there and being lucky that it does, you are, no luck involved, one of the largest Rocket League content creators on TikTok. You have almost 200,000 followers. You have over 6 million likes. Or almost 6 million likes. It rounds, whatever TikTok is.
Almost
Still
7 million.
incredible. Almost 7 million. There it is.
Flex.
And it's absolutely insane. But when did you realize that was a good idea? Because you didn't start out on TikTok. You started out on Twitch.
Oh yeah. I don't. Okay, so when I would go back to Texas to visit family, you know, I like heard of TikTok and knew what TikTok was, but then like I would harass my little sister, and she's like 21 now, but so at the time she was like 20 or 19 or something, and you know, like I would just hang out with her, and she would be on TikTok, and I would just sit there next to her watching, and I'd be like, wait, why did you like that one? The 2 seconds of the video played. And she was like, well, I know this guy, and every time one of his videos pops up on my page, I like it, so I'm just going to like it now. And I was like, what? What kind of witchcraft do they have over you here? And then we would keep watching, and we watched for like 2 hours. Nah, maybe not 2 hours. Maybe like an hour and a half. And I was like,
I believe that it could be 2 hours. TikTok is like an addicting, like, life
It-
source sucking hole.
the algorithm is so good. It's like, and I would watch the videos she would get, and if a cat or a dog or any kind of animal appeared on screen, instantly she liked it. And I was like, what is this? And she's like, I like them because I know they're going to keep showing me animal videos, and I like all of them. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. No,
And-
it's amazing. It's amazing how much that just sinks into your head, because when I'm scrolling now and I'll go through a couple videos that I don't like, you know what I mean? The second I see something I do, or content creator I do, or something, you know, Rocket League related or things like that, it's second nature at this point. You're just liking it because you're like, I want more of that. That is what I want.
It has
please give me
streamlined it.
this.
Yes, it's like it's got it down to just such a science of like, this is what it's going to be. And quarantine came out, and I was like, listen, a bunch of people are going to be at home right now. If I was ever going to make a TikTok, now's the time. And I did. And I have posted every single day since then. And
Yeah. Yes, you have.
and it's been good. Like, but TikTok has its ups and downs. Like, it has, like, there are more than any other platform, there are times where you're like peaking and getting, you know, crazy amount. Like, I think I got like 3,000 followers in one day one time. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
And now like today I'm getting like 100 a day. Like, that's,
Yeah, no, it's cruel. I
Yeah.
remember when I posted the NFL decal one, and I got like 1 million views in a day.
mm-hmm.
It was insanity. You know what I mean? I got like 6,000 followers over 2 days, and I was like, wow, this is insane. I got to keep this momentum. And like the next video
There's
I
no
posted
keeping
got
it.
around like 50, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
50,000. I'm like, okay, that's still good. I'm brand new to TikTok. I only have a couple videos up. That's still really good. And then the next one got 18, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then I took a couple days off. Because I
Gone.
was like, I was
Gone. Your
finishing
views
December.
are gone.
And
Yeah.
then I came back and I was like, hey, I'm gonna be creative this time. I'm gonna do something that's gonna take me a couple hours. But hey, it'll be a great way to come back. I'm gonna punch it. It was the lowest performing video I have ever.
Yeah.
Still, the
People on
lowest
TikTok don't care
performing
about
video.
you. They don't.
Still, and I was just like, oh, this is what you do to me. You're gonna give me like all that clout. I got all these new followers now. I know I'm on their
Yep.
following page, and it's gone.
Yeah, it
Gone.
sucks. It's the worst.
Absolutely gone.
But yeah,
no,
so
it's such a cruel mistress.
but yeah, TikTok for me, that was, I unashamedly use TikTok as a businessman. Like, I knew exactly what I was doing, because here's the thing. I was posting my clips on Instagram, Instagram at the end of the day isn't for video. Like it's, and you know how I know that? Because when you open up Instagram, videos by default are muted. Like that's just how the platform is. It's not set up for videos. And so I wanted to have something that was like an archive of all of my clips. Anyways, because I like just for my community to have. And TikTok allows up to 60 seconds long. I was like, great, that's exactly how long a Twitch clip is. And yeah, it just worked out. And
it worked out really good, especially along the lines of having to remove all of the clips because of music and stuff from Twitch.
Oh yeah.
That you now had a place that you could leave that music up or even add other music.
Yeah.
Which I think is just incredible. We've actually, this has been a really, really, really good interview, and we've actually gone quite a bit over. So I would love to do this again. But
I'm always down.
I want to wrap up with, a pretty, good question that I think a lot of people will ask, and I've seen people ask before, and I've thought about you as well. That's kind of for everyone out there. You balance so much. You are married. You stream 6 times a week. You do YouTube videos. You post on TikTok daily. And you're constantly thinking of new things to do and new content to keep the momentum going, and everything around there. You see an opportunity and you take it. So what is advice you would give to people listening or watching right now on time management and getting so much done and not going absolutely insane with it?
Time management is the key word there. Keywords. I streamline the process, or like it's so tricky because I would never. Twitch is bad for discovery. It simply is bad for growing a large audience quickly. Now, a stable audience that will pay your bills, it 100% can do. But getting discovered on Twitch is just not the meta. Like if you're going to be, it depends what your goals are. Like I enjoy streaming the most, so I continue to stream 6 days a week. It is not efficient in terms of like growth, or like if I wanted to grow my stream to larger numbers, what I would do is I would stream 3 to 4 times a week, and I would post 2 to 3 times a week on YouTube. Like that as a numbers will generate bigger streams. I just so figure out what makes you personally happy, and then find a way that you can do that. Cause like streaming makes me the happiest. I enjoy it the most. That's what I do. If you want to be the next Musty, you do not stream on Twitch. What you do is you upload on YouTube every single day.
To the person literally doing a 2-year challenge.
Well, hey, but what makes you happy? That's what you gotta.
Opposite.
That's what you gotta. Because Musty, very first time he pressed live, he was at 1,000 viewers, and like from that, like kills me on the inside in terms of like being a Twitch streamer, because like. Can you imagine how different it would have been for us? TRIHOUSE and I started streaming a couple days apart from each other, which is absolutely insane. We've been doing this for just over 2 years now. Can you imagine just starting out with like 1,000 viewers and just being that comfortable? I don't care if you came from YouTube. I don't care if you came from any other social media platform. It would kill me.
Twitch is different.
I would be a terrible streamer if I started with 1,000 viewers. I very much like the process by which like you and I grew is like starting off with no one, finding that for like I went through every step of the process to get to where I am, and I think it makes me a better streamer. Like I'm a better streamer because of it. But strictly numbers and money wise, like YouTube pays the bills.
Longevity. I think Twitch. Yeah. If you can make, but I do stand by this. To anyone listening who started out on Twitch and hasn't created content anywhere else, that is not disheartening, and don't think of it as something bad.
Oh yeah.
Because here's the thing: if you can make it on Twitch, as a Twitch streamer, one of the hardest platforms to grow on and make it on and to make a living from, if you can make it there, you can make it on any other platform. You just got to figure out how to alter your content. Twitch is the hardest platform to make it on. So those of you, because TRIHOUSE started out on just Twitch as well, and I did the same, and I know so many other content creators who can do. You might start slow. on those other platforms. And I was like, and you might be confused because of what you have on Switch, but you will make it on the other platforms. I promise. If you have the
Yeah.
stability on Switch, you are killing it and you are doing great.
Because that means you can be entertaining for long periods of time.
That means you can be entertaining without a script. And
Exactly.
so that moments when you run out of like script like content for other platforms, you still have yourself and your personality. That's the thing about Switch is it's not written out. But yeah, no. We're talking about people killing it on Twitch, and that's who you are, TRIHOUSE. You've been killing it on Twitch lately. You're killing it on YouTube. You're killing it on TikTok. Please follow TRIHOUSE on one of those platforms. If you're watching on TikTok, you'll be tagged in the caption. If you're watching on YouTube, you got your links below. I don't know where else this would be posted, but you know how to find him. No, he's got the most beautiful forehead in all of Rocket League Twitch, and I think you will enjoy his content. TRIHOUSE, thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this with me today. No, you're awesome.
It's a pleasure to be on.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.